it's unnerving. I hate that it does that. Okay, so the last time I did this was in September.
While in Crookback Bay, Syria had happened on the Crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the wild hunt. Syria escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
I forgot I had this haircut. God, what equipment am I running right now? Vipers. I see. Steel sword, do I at least... Hella water, Jesus. Am I stashing all of my magic swords?
I need a good blow.
Shut up. I am. Gotta stash all the relic swords.
What do you seek here for?
Because, you know, this game doesn't have enough collectibles.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
I know where your wife is, fool.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
The soccer goalie shirt is great.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
I mean, I kind of think he is, but my opinion doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
You know, I was kind of joking when I said AA meeting in the title, but,
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend. A dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
oh.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
What? Alright.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit. Hysteria. Threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means.
She had a knife, Chief.
Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her a life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Seems like a perfectly functional family to me. Fucking, frankly, I don't give a damn. You're both fucking just complete wrecks. You deserve each other.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Motherfucking,
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
Everybody
Pact?
does suck.
What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, Tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Oh, yes, the fuck we can.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
Well, before you go and kill yourself.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute.
Ah, Siri flashback.
It landed right in flesh. I thought we'd breathed our last.
That bitch loud.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Oh, okay. This is a thing. Psych. I really would like to lock onto this. Please? Please? Ah, there we go. God, I suck at this game all of a sudden. You know, honestly, so did I, but who am I to judge? The Witcher folklore is its own thing. Okay, I thought the basilisk was like a snake, that if you looked it in the eyes, it just eats your ass. I will kill you. Oh! Easy. Yeah, she kind of is. Now it's a giant chicken, though. Fucking later. Right.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Sure you can. Damn. Oh, there's rocks here that I can climb.
Oh.
Come on!
Throw bricks at the chicken.
Bring it on, Horson! Come here!
Okay, you know, you should probably start climbing instead of talking. Oh, that was cool. Hell yeah, Siri.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
I have no idea how old she is.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Who was the letter to?
No one. It was like this one. Show that to those pricks at the crossing, and they'll let you pass.
This for me?
See no reason to make things harder for you. You seek your child, this letter will help.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Stop.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could,
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Yeah, I'm a helpful guy.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good. What the?
There you are. Escaped again.
Okay.
Sorry, we was never here.
We was never here. Charming.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damn foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Fair enough.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won it in a game of cards.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
I went to Novigrad once, to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresun's blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Alright, okay. We gonna find a boat. Oh, we're going, let's go.
That's it, Roach.
I'm talking about the Shrieker. We can have it.
Bye bye. We can find your dad. Thanks, Narwhal.
Lifeless, move it! I can't seem to catch my breath. I think the smudger might be choking.
My man's got a. Not half bad. Brought him a bucket of peonies yesterday.
Gotta go fast.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore.
Why do you always say that whenever I leave Crow's Perch? I feel like he's intentionally trying to flex up on a Witcher. So he just says that every time I pass by. Just be like, did he hear it this time? Surely he'll think I'm cool now. Drink more water. Or you might die. I watch Elf every Christmas with my mom. It's kind of a thing. This fucking Joker.
Make books in the sheep.
Looking at all this landscape makes me really excited for Cyberpunk. God, I'm so mad that Cyberpunk got delayed. Excuse me, villagers and dog. I'm headed to Novigrad. The city of angels. The city that never sleeps. The Big Apple.
Take it easy.
Somebody is upset, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take this horse down that old town road, and I'm going to ride till I can't no more. Same roach. Hidden treasure. Flame. It's really freaking hackers. I can just yeet. I'll just go ham. Oh shit, the fuck am I day up? Oh shit, the fuck am I day up? Oh, my sword is broken. That's an issue. Fuck, there's a lot of them. The treasure is not bees, there's just also a beehive near, probably. It has been some time since I've played this game. I need to not suck at the combat. Villard, you old bastard. I ken where you can drop up the coin to pay off your many debts. Velen. Now, blatherheads say those bogs ain't worth a muffled fart from a saggy sow, but don't ye believe them, mate? Fuck, I can't Gaelic. They didn't ken shite from sugar. A man can make a killing there, and a dwarf can do twice as good, I'm sure. So here's the crake. While crossing Velen a week or so past, I spied a few well-dressed stiffs laying around the forest, travel bags untouched. Refugees see, fleeing the war, and whoever flies up to them first gets all their worldly belongings. You ken what I'm saying, mate. Grab a chest, head off across the Pontar post haste, and strip those stiffs of rings, necklaces, and everything else before someone nimbler does. Some nimbler prick does. Oh, but keep a sharp axe round your belt all the while, for Velen's pure heaving with monsters. But hey, it's all in the name of a good cause. Fill in your pockets. Your ever-loving Gruggan. Listen, I don't know what the deal is with these people in wet farts. I don't live here. Culturally, I don't get it.
Your skin.
That sounds like a side quest to me. Oh, this woman's... There's a lot of screaming going on. Did I miss something? Is this my fault? Well, if you're leaving the house, I might as well help myself. You know, just, oh shit, she's back. Don't mind me, just making sure there's no monsters. Don't worry about it.
Faster.
Nothing to see here. These are pretty white trees. And I just ran into one.
It's like visiting Novigrad.
Shut up.
Take it easy.
Wait a minute. Gotta check out the notice board, get those side quests. Yeet. Paint your world anew. Qualified painter accepting commissions for murals as well as paintings on canvas depicting any given theme or subject the patron desires. For portrait commissions, makeup and costumes provided for no extra cost, including the particularly fashionable Redanian notable and respected matron looks. Vincent Bernard. Missed connection, tall dark stranger. To the tall stranger with raven hair and emerald eyes who smiled so charmingly at me while buying flounder at the fish market last week, meet me at the butcher's yard. Please, I'll be waiting there every morning for the next 7 days. Bewitched. Seasonal laborers wanted. Looking for seasonal laborers to help with the cucumber harvest in Nazaire. Will supply escorted wagon transport through the areas affected by the war. Once there, room and board, 2 meals a day, with lodging and 10 others. With lodging with 10 others in a thatched hut equipped with a fireplace and a separate dining chamber will be provided. Works day 12 hours, payment subject to negotiation. Contact Marvin Luther, Silverton. Contract Devil in the Woods. Dear Witcher, sir, if any be present hereabouts, that is. I've a hunch. What I'm saying? I'm dead certain that a woods I was lucky enough to gain possession of, or at least I felt lucky about that till recently, that these woods are home to a cruel evil, a devil of some kind. I hired a gang of dwarven loggers not long back to harvest lumber, strapping lads, every last one having cut down many a mighty tree in his life. So you can imagine my surprise when said loggers disappeared, all save one, and he claimed to have seen a monster. I've marked out a bounty for freeing my stretch of woods from all foul creatures, and dearly hope that soon I will have the pleasure of giving it to someone. Sincerely, Breen Hushed. Contract the White Lady. Good people, take pity on the poor lot of us peasants. The fields outside of town are haunted by a wraith somewhat like a maid in appearance, though her visage is ghastly and sullied. You cannot walk within 10 spans of the evil and hope to escape alive. It's thus keeping us from harvesting our crops, meaning famine and misery await us if nothing changes. So we plan to hand all our remaining gold to whoever drives this white lady off or kills her. Helma, Ignatius's widow. P.S. Since I've got many an inquiry into the matter already, I'll let it be known right here, I'm not interested in remarrying. Fair enough. High Stakes Gwent Tournament. Gwent lovers, Count Tybalt invites you to come to the Passiflora, where he shall proudly host a high-stakes Gwent tournament. On offer will be not only riveting play against superb opponents, but also fabulous prizes for the victors. Only ladies and gentlemen with fortunes vast enough to cover the entry fee are invited to join. We also require all entrants be possession of an above-average deck, one fitted with a good measure of neutral cards. Decks shall be checked before entry is permitted. Hope to see you at the Passiflora.
The woman's mad.
Neat.
I can't imagine where she gets the coin to feed that band of cats.
I don't know why I'm throwing hands in the middle of this town, but it's the kind of life I live out here. Oh fuck! Why did my map just open? I didn't want that.
Trouble?
This is no regret.
What's going on, boys, ladies, gentlemen? Excuse me. Oh wait, there's a side quest right here.
Think the lady's grown tired of your company.
Lady? What lady? See her ears? She-elf. And everyone knows that elves are always doing something on the sly.
I'm not doing anything, I swear it. I must just fetch some water.
Where will you put it? Where's your jug, eh?
Where's your bucket?
Leave her be.
By what right you giving me orders, eh?
Let's go, Rayleigh. Killing's like batting an eye for Witchman.
Your friend's looking out for you, Chief. I'll knock your teeth out so they have to eat
You
soup
can breathe. It's over.
for the rest of your life.
For you, perhaps. You'll go on your merry way. But I must stay here. And they will too.
You're welcome.
Stop. Can't handle all this gratitude. We really have to learn our manners from the elder races. That's plain to see.
What would you expect? What? Or am I to fall into your arms? Perhaps spread my legs for you?
I mean, you
Go,
cute or
let's
whatever,
go.
but
And remember, we neither need nor want your pity.
She's a country lass. Can't read, can't write. No trade up her sleeve. You surprised to hear she's selling her house in that dwarven brothel?
quest. I see a quest. No, I'm not loitering, dude. I'm just walking.
Said I'll come for the room.
Hello? What the fuck is poppin'?
What do you have on
What's
offer?
here?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
No,
Good
I
one.
don't.
But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really. It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
If it's not red meat or booze, I don't want it.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
Oh,
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn. And they say he plays cards with Cleaver. Frequently.
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection. And in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With
He's
Van
an elf.
Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help me?
Hell yeah, I would.
Want me to help you get your supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Take it he's important in the underworld too.
Yes. What's more, he's on piss-poor terms with Cleaver, who backs Van Horn. It's just... He demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know.
Bet.
Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Are you telling me this man will make me siege weapons?
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Attractive. 3 people just died. Hello? Who the fuck? Alright, that's a thing. Zoom into the city.
Very presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Fuck the eternal fire and fuck you.
Help! Save me! I'm dying!
Oh, there's a stash in this building.
Ain't it a kingfisher? You're sorted for at least 2 days.
Hello? Nobody here gives a shit.
Washed your hair lately? From Willow's. Since in the area 2 days right from Zima.
That's just talk.
Best deal around. One for the
I'm
price
looking
of
for
2.
more side quests. This is a beautiful town, though.
Mouse droppings in this bread. Droppings, my eye. Those are reasons.
Why did that make it?
Why don't I just fucking pull out the map? Like a reasonable human being. Wait a minute. Win Oliver's unique card. Visit Triss. Triss, you say?
Armed ruffians in town.
Save me! I'm dying!
I'm dying! Well, you ain't dying fast enough.
Burn a beast turned human in form.
Preach it.
Got
Preach
the
it.
courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
Oh, I see.
Waste of words talking to you.
Then go! Be gone!
You know, I should have rocked his shit. Can I just assault the preacher? Hold on. Let me fucking... I cannot attack this target. 0 out of 10.
All we need is a mutant.
How are we to fight a pestilence that changes form?
This is just a random preacher. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, this is happening. Spawn a bear.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy! Special pie for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you, like the others of your species. I've done
This
no
is
wrong.
mad fucked up.
I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please!
God, look! A Doppler!
Neat.
Sure hope Doo-Doo hasn't met the same fate.
All right.
By the stench of the time.
Today is Burn People Alive Day. Stay out of the sewers. We would like to inform all venerable residents of Novigrad that last week the Temple Guard fished 3 bodies out of the following descriptions out of the city sewers. Male of moderate age, clad in rich apparel with a birthmark on his upper shoulder. Female, elderly, dressed in a blue nightshirt, numerous blunt trauma wounds all over her body. Male, young, naked, indecent tattoo on his groinal area. These bodies will be examined and identified by the end of the month, then cremated. We would like to take this opportunity to warn our dear townsmen and women against entering the sewers. Despite continual efforts on the part of our brave Temple Guard, they remain an extraordinarily dangerous place. The City Council of the Free City of Novigrad. Just saying, it may take hours to cook barbecue, but it burns a lot faster if you douse it in gasoline. Contract, haunted house. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation, documentation regarding prior achievements and written references preferred, who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned, Count Kurt Dysart, in order to find and drive off or kill the creature which is haunting it. A sizable reward is guaranteed. Sincerely, Kurt Dysart, Count of Anchor by writ of King Foltest, temporarily in residence of the Kingfisher. Contract, Imp. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, I hereby announce the following. A particularly bold beast, an imp to our thinking, has taken to thieving in the market near the city gates. Though it has not yet harmed any humans, this monster has caused a great deal of irrecoverable financial loss. Whoever tracks down and kills this imp shall receive a hefty reward. 1 free of all taxes in accordance with our Honorable City Councilman's Decree numbered 1271 CVII 10. Do not tarry in providing us assistance, good people, for retail trade is the backbone of a healthy economy, meaning the financial well-being of the city's merchants lie in all of your best interests. Contract, monster in the bits. By order of the City Council number 1408 DZ 185, a reward has been set aside for the killing of the monster which torments and murders residents of the Bits after dark. The only acceptable proof of having performed this deed shall be a trophy taken from the monster's body. Yes, this means your mother's or cousin's or aunt's eyewitness testimony will not suffice, nor will the sworn word of any other person, regardless of his or her claimed relationship to you, the hierarch, or anyone else, and also without caring one whit for his or her alleged trustworthiness, which supposedly can be attested to by anyone at your favorite drinking hall. For more information and or to collect the reward, see the District Superintendent for the Bits, Lund. Fistfights. Anyone looking to bash some heads will find plenty of worthy ones in our fair city. Those interested in joining the fun, sign up for our tournament. You'll face these most highly honorable gents. Georgius George, known as the Pile Driver. Archibald O'Neill, Captain Iron Mortimer, and Durden, known as the Tailor.
Any needs, master?
Buck, someone says, from the land already.
Pass the barn on yonder fence.
She was in a rush.
This looks ransacked.
Sod off. We're looting here.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1,
Hear that?
2,
Ooh, looky. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
Murder? How do I fucking... Okay. Am I missing something? There we go.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
There we go. Okay. I'm figuring out this whole fistfight thing. Drink more water.
No more, please!
Where's the sorceress who lived here?
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Nonsense, I only made it look like I was losing.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone called for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple Guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad.
Just desserts, bitch.
You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later, your sort always causes trouble. And this city's mine to protect. Mine. And the eternal fires. Nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Next time you see me, I'm gonna rip your throat out with my teeth. He was a pleasant fellow. Oh wait, I was gonna loot Triss's shit. Hell yeah, free stuff.
Herbs, roots, just turned to healing?
I'm also investigating, so that makes this okay. My evening with a vampire. What kind of horny books is Triss reading? You will no doubt call me a liar, a cheat, and a madman. You will shake your head in pity and snort in disbelief, but I promise you, I swear on all the gods, everything which you shall read in the pages to follow is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Fuck. Jesus. There we go. I met a vampire, of which I write years ago, in an inn in Beauclair. He introduced himself to me as Regis and said that he was a barber and a medic. Since he looked in every aspect like a mortal man, I might never have even suspected his true nature, had a fire not broken out shortly thereafter in the establishment which we were residing. This Regis, if that truly was his name, stood completely untouched by the flames, whereas my own clothing quickly caught fire. The vampire carried me out of the burning inn and saved my life from certain death, and then treated my numerous wounds. At first, he refused to answer my query as to how he had miraculously survived the furnace-like temperatures inside the burning inn, without so much as a scratch on his body or hair singed on his head. Eventually, however, he must have sensed I was a man of the world, one who would not jump to hasty judgments based on appearance or species, and revealed his identity, along with a great number of highly interesting facts. According to Regis, not all vampires are alike. This vast family contains both mindless catachans, fledders, and echimaras, who in form resemble the overgrown bats far more than humans, as well as alps and bruxae, who look remarkably like comely maids. In addition to these, there are even more powerful higher vampires, to which genus belonged my unexpected acquaintance. Not even a witcher can discern a higher vampire from a mortal man. Contrary to popular belief, they cannot be killed by pounding aspen stakes in their chests, nor by cutting off their heads, nor, as I can vouch for based on personal experience, by fire. They do not fear running water, garlic, or the symbols of any creed. It might be some consolation to learn a vampire's bite does not turn a human into one of their number, and they do not in any way need our blood in order to survive. To them, it's merely a delicacy from which they indulge from time to time, like men do with fine wine. Regis asked me to keep his tale to myself, but now as I lay on my deathbed, I feel I must share this secret knowledge, even if it means breaking my word to this most noble individual.
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
That's a big-ass hairbrush, dog. That is your whole head. I'm only stealing this stuff so that Triss can have it when I find her. Yeah.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions. Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor.
Fucking random dumpling in a cabinet. You know what? Triss, go off. Something shiny on that table. Haha.
The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
I don't know what that means. Alright, time to look for thieves.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
Now that's terribly convenient.
I'd buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
Looks like rain.
Yes, Geralt. It is literally raining right now.
So buckwheat millet, they said. It'll pay off, master. Mushy pullets.
Yes, hello, I'm looking for thieves.
I'd buy tomorrow what you can
Ah.
buy today.
Fuck. Rosemary in Time, the hottest spot in Novigrad. Fucking clearly. Interesting.
Looking wobbly. Need some overripe sheep's feet.
I'll
A
talk to
veteran
you.
of the struggle against the Black once.
Where'd you fight?
Angering early on. In Sedaris last, along the banks of the Pontar. So, help me out?
Here. Now you help me. Gotta find the back alley locals call the Putrid Grove. It's important.
Don't know naught about no grove, putrid or other. Don't generally care much for orchardry.
This is urgent.
Leave me be, I don't know.
For at least 2 days. Just gotta just look in position.
This will pass.
That man is suspect. I'm just gonna keep giving money to hobos until I find what I'm looking for. What's going on, Doug?
Arms for the poor.
Arms for
You
the
lame.
poor.
No chance. Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There. See me waving them? Looky here. Just look. And my mind, thorough addled.
Been like this long? Addled?
Since me mother birthed me. Here's where it's addled. There. Showing you with me finger. See that? Me indicating.
Healthy as a horse as far as I can tell.
Priests have looked, medics, herbalists. All claimed I'm bewildered.
Well, they're wrong.
Matters little either way. Folk are generous to me. They enjoy watching me point. Like this. There. There.
You're not even pointing.
You're happy. That's what counts.
I am. When folk ask me the way, I like that most, because I can point. Like this. There. Ah. Because I know my way around the city. Oh, do I ever.
So you gotta know where the Putrid Grove is, right?
Most certainly do. It's where I live. Over the, there. There. That way.
That-a-way. Meaning where?
In Lace Halls. There's this alley, past the gate. Not at all putrid and not a grove. Fools call it that, but I know better.
And anyone can go there?
Of course. Unless he forgets to say, the old sow's farrowed piglets. Might not let you in then, but that's easy enough to say. Listen, the old sow's farrowed piglets. See?
Thanks for your help.
Easy.
Grey Knight. Need a squire?
What you confused about, Kanan? I have a party over here. She is vibrating rapidly. Okay. Okay. I have found the devil, and I'm gonna walk away.
hear my prayer?
Taking a rest for witch hunting.
What the fuck is poppin'?
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
You sound drunk, dog. Alright. Oh, hold on. The sorceress? I have a thing for sorceresses, apparently. Don't hit me.
Piss.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable. I won't listen to them. They're scared of anger. In that case, please convey that if any of them should fall ill, he can stick his head in the flames of the eternal fire. Now, permit me some rest.
Good on you, friend.
Mum, look what I found.
Reading his buckets.
Just pop on in. Oh shit, it's Triss!
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine, without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone.
Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me
Alright,
survive.
you wanted to... nope, not load game. That was almost bad. Family matters, yes. Anyway, it has been fun. It's nice to dive back into this game after a while.